Hello, my dear gardeners. A very good question. Can I plant my arborvitaes in dappled sun or part shade? Yes, you can, but there are very important 2 points which you have to keep in mind. I'm growing my arborvitaes, these guys, in part shade, I would say, under the canopy of the tree for many years, and I'm growing other arborvitae right here in full sun. So let's talk about planting arborvitaes where sun is not 100% through the day. Point number 1. I planted these arborvitaes, 5-6 years ago, maybe 7, and they came already as 5 feet, fairly mature arborvitaes. But look at them, in all that time, being in part shade, this is what growth they put up. So if you want to plant your arborvitaes in dappled sun or part shade, know that your arborvitaes are not going to grow very fast, or they will refuse to grow at all. They will just create this nice fat shape here, but they're not going to put the strong central leader and create a nice height for you. And very often I see gardeners, they buy these little arborvitaes, they plant them in dappled sun or part shade, and those arborvitaes are staying in this height for many years. And what do we want from our arborvitaes? Usually they're used for privacy, right? To create nice, quick, private hedge right away. So keep that in mind, very important. For me, it is ideal because here, dappled shade stops my arborvitaes from growing, and I don't want them to grow. I don't want to control their height. I want them to stay in this height, and I'm quite happy taking care after my arborvitaes in this under this canopy of the trees. Point number 2. When the sun conditions are not ideal, your arborvitaes might get stressed out about drought. They're very sensitive going into winter without water, because then it is so much harder for them to overwinter. And if they struggle, because what happens under the canopy of trees? Light rain never gets to them, right? So they struggle with drought going into winter, and here you go, you have a dead arborvitae coming out in spring. So if you want to plant your arborvitaes under the canopy of the trees, away from the sun, you have to make sure that you supplement water, you take care of them, you basically pay attention to them. These guys are not the guys where you plant them and forget them. Although, if they receive full sun, there is nothing like a glorious arborvitae in full sun. They take care of themselves, you know. They get all the rain, nothing stops the sun, nothing stops morning dew falling on them. And then they are thriving plants. That is point number 2. Now let's look at the arborvitae, which I'm growing in the middle of the garden, which is still in full sun. Although I have a feeling that it's going to be part shade, because what happens to the trees? They're not furniture in the house, they grow and their canopy extends. So keep that in mind. You're planting your cute arborvitaes under this cute tree, but in 5 years you're going to have maybe cute little arborvitaes still under the huge tree. This is my big arborvitae growing in full sun. Look at the height, right? I control the competing leaders. I just cut them off. I took this one off. I'm going to do it again here while it's still young. And look how tall it is. Those arborvitaes in the shade, they are my height. This guy, okay, he's very skinny here, but still he's putting on height, and eventually this will start filling in, and this arborvitae would be nice and tall, reaching its mature size of 15-20 feet. And this is happening because of full sun here. Again, trees are growing, and I don't know where the canopy will be moving in 3-4 years from now. I want everybody to have great arborvitaes in their gardens. I see so many sad ones around. That's why I decided to create this video. If you liked my update, please subscribe and like this video. Happy gardening!